get there. And for Cliff Russell, that's right. Cliff is off today. And of course, it's a good day to be off. I mean, you got over 40, you heard 40 degrees out there. And of course, it's a heat wave. And of course, he said it took a good day to be off. That's good. And certainly he deserves it. Jim Holly in here for Cliff, and certainly good to be with you this afternoon. And we thank God for each and every one of you. And of course, we're in this the second hour here. And I wanted to basically to talk a little bit about the President Trump's proposed cutting in the 2019 budget for 2019, the budget for 2019. And so I just wanted to bring this up to you, and then my concern here as well, my sisters and brothers, is that you have this sort of, for lack of a better word, mentality to really resist this president because we don't, we may not like him and all the other nuances that they go with it. But the thing of it is that he's in his second year, and of course he's doing a lot of damage and things that were basically was done by the previous administration, and he's basically is doing just the opposite. And of course, in seeing all of that, a few days ago, the Trump administration released this 2019 budget proposal for changes to make in the federal government. And many of these cuts in the plan are unlikely becoming, they most likely will be reality. And the Congress just increases the spending limits that's normally not, that's out of there. It's just the things they don't normally do. But somehow now they are doing the things that they don't normally do, and the Democrats are doing just the opposite of what they normally do. So this seems like this thing is going crazy, and of course the whole idea, how's it going to affect us? How's it going to affect minorities in this city, in these cities in America, and also particularly as an African American community, but for all the poor, And certainly, I just want to bring it up to you. The budget is an important signal of the administration's priorities, and many of these priorities that we see here are for the most part, in this budget, gives you a sense of where they're going for 2019. Where they plan on going here. And my sister and brother, if you really talking about people like you and I, we got to understand that we can't get too far behind, and we can't get further behind. We got to somehow catch up and with this pact, and certainly that's the reason why I'm concerned about this piece that was given by the Black Caucus when the president came into office, that the Black Caucus gave him this document that talks about what's the whole idea was when he was saying, what do you have to lose? And that's what's on the document. What do we have to lose? And so they've given this sort of like proposal to the president, and for evidently his people have not read. He's not read, and if they have, it's not having any effect on this proposal. And I got a summary of this proposal that basically they're talking about the reductions in many departments, agriculture, the Commerce Department. You're talking about the department that the HUD department, and you got to understand HUD is not just housing. I mean, you got a lot of stuff that comes out of HUD, and certainly when you talk about the Health and Human Resources department, cuts out of that, and and I'm just saying to you is that somehow, some kind of way, when we're talking about resisting this president, we need to be engaging. In my humble opinion, we need to be engaging and saying to him, what about us? What about all this stuff that we've given you? And why are we into this thing? Why are we? What about the food stamps? And what about entitlements? What about the infrastructure for inner city? What about prison reform? What about education? What about historical black colleges? All of these kind of things that basically are that if you look at this, my sister and brother, it's cuts that's not going that's going to affect us. That's really going to affect us. And so if you got the Black Caucus and you got people like John Lewis and others, the guy from New Jersey, the senator from New Jersey, and you got the National Network, you got SCLC, you got the NAACP, you got all of these civil rights organizations. Somehow, some kind of way, we got to engage and just say you can't do this. You just can't do this, and you got to basically show and show and tell, so to speak, and let people know what's happening here. I wish you would see this stuff here. I'm telling you that this is. I mean, maybe you guys just expected it and just, for the most part, going to ignore it. I just don't think we can do that. And so rather than resisting this guy and sitting on our hands and crossing our legs, we need to be sitting there and getting in his face. Well, that's what we need to do. I was looking at the Black History program they had yesterday. It was terrible. Just really terrible. Just really terrible. I mean, it's like a movie. Instead of using people that basically in the movie that A people, you got the D and E and F. I mean, these people, who are these people? Who are these people? So I'm just saying again, I don't mean to be unkind. I really don't. But I do feel like that I'm saying to you as a person that I think I've earned the right to say this to you, that somehow I think we'll make a tremendous mistake of not engaging, resisting this guy, rather than resist him and don't go in his face and don't go in the room where he is and all this kind of stuff. We ought to be in his face every single day, every time he opens up his mouth. We ought to be there saying, what about this proposal we gave you when you came into office? What about this? What about what you're going to do for the poor? What are you going to do about your senior citizens? What you going to do about prison reform? What you going to do? And then, of course, you got the other people concerned about the doctor people and the dreamers and all like that. And I'm not against anybody, but I am for us. And if that's wrong, I'm just sorry. But I am for us. I'm pro us. I'm not against anybody. But don't black people dream too? As old as I am, I'm still dreaming. So I mean, don't we dream? But don't black colleges, don't they should they have those kids have an opportunity? So where's the money in the budget for that? Let me go on. Is it Erica? Erica, I'm sorry. How are you this morning?
I'm Reverend Hines.
Yeah, talk to me.
You know what? You're not going to believe this, but I'm always thinking about you. I used to be able to see you when you were at another station, but when you changed over the cable, it got to be so expensive for us to keep up that cable bill. So after all my grandchildren had moved out, my husband and I discovered that we really don't watch cable that much, and that I had to give up, and I'm so sorry, was being able to see you every Saturday. But I'm always thinking about you because everything you ever said was true. You know everything. You have all the answers. You always tell us the right thing. And I just yesterday I forgot what the topic was, but it was. I recall the sermon you had wasn't really a sermon, but I recall you mentioned about how the train had already left the station,
right.
And just everything that you ever said, I think it always comes back, and I remember, and I said, boy, I wish Reverend Howard could have a show at 9:10 all the time, and then you show up today, So I know that you know you're very busy, but the lady told me, she said Dodie Johnson would be the person to ask, and I don't want to put too much on you, but I would just love to be able to see and hear you again, and I'm really enjoying the day, and
Very nice.
I'm so happy. Just yesterday, I just said, we need Reverend Holly, you know, and Reverend Holly will know what to do. And here you are, and you tell us exactly what we need to do. And I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you.
You're very nice.
How much I miss you.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you very much. You're very kind. Gregory, Marcia, how are you?
Just fine, Reverend Howard.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm concerned, but, you know, if this day was predicted that they were going to cut people off,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're going to cut people off for welfare. You know, we getting ready to fight a war.
Mm-hmm.
They are probably going to do we getting ready to go into World War III, so therefore they need money. When the market crashed those 2 times,
Mm-hmm.
some of the people said $8 trillion was lost. So they got to come up with a war. So I think the young men to go to war,
Mm.
you know, because war is a racket.
Mm.
So I think that, you know, we got to do for ourselves. You don't hear the Koreans, you don't hear the Arabs, you don't hear the Indians, you don't hear any of them on radio and on social media begging and saying what's going to happen to them. They take care of their people. And we don't. We got to pool resources together and do this for ourselves. It can be done. You understand me? Look at Netflix. Netflix started with $5 per month, and they are worth over, what, $200 billion they'll start now. We got to pool resources together. Black people, you got to unite and do it for yourself. We got to take care. You know, it's good that your children are taking care of you. Well, that's what we got to do. We got to take care of each other. We can pool resources. You just sit up here and quote all that money that you are spending for foolishness. I don't eat chocolate because chocolate comes out of Africa. I don't eat chocolate. You know, no. I don't eat chocolate. You know why?
Why?
Because do you see how they treat the African people that pick the chocolate? Do you see? I don't wear diamonds. You know why? Because the person in Africa, that you go there and rob their country for those diamonds, the dearest diamonds. Do you see how they mistreat those African people? I don't want stuff from Africa and out of Asia, and you don't give people fair wages. I don't need that garbage. And black people buying $25,000 purchase. Come on, people, you sitting around here, nobody else get online and on TV talking about what they gonna do. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. They gonna cut you off, and you're gonna have to go for yourself. That's what we're gonna have to do.
Thank you.
We're gonna have to pool our resources together.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the call.